Well, it's that time again. Gotta check my lights. I had to swing by this barbecue joint over here in Arkansas. I don't even know what town this is. I saw a barbecue. I'm like, I'm on it, Jack. But I wanted to show you real quick. Somebody was wanting to know how to hook up lights on a box truck. I know obviously this thing doesn't have a box on it. It's just a cabin chassis. But I thought it'd be handy dandy to where I could get me a good shot. Basically, you come over here. There's a zip tie right there where my thumbnail is. Cut that zip tie off. Then you pull out the wire right here. See it? How this newer one is plugged into the old dirty crappy one. The old dirty crappy one is mine. And then you just make you a little adapter. See, it's nothing fancy. And then I have these guys tapped in because I have found on some trucks I got to switch a couple of those wires around for my stuff to work correctly. So I just have those, and then I just run it back here. But check it out how somebody took and, now I didn't do this. Somebody took and did the old stick tape method, and then their wires, none of them are the wires that you normally use. And then they took and used trailer lights. See? And then I always stick a little C-clamp on here to tighten this up, because after 1,200 miles, this whole shebang will fly off in the middle of the night, hit my tow vehicle, and make me really mad, because then I don't have tail lights or mud flaps or nothing. But basically, all you gotta do is find the wire harness on the frame to do your lights, to tap into it. And personally, I don't really care that I leave a little stab mark in the wire, because one, how else are you going to wire into it? Two, is somebody going to actually climb up underneath the truck and see if there's a little pin-sized hole in the wire? And then three, your only other option is to have a switch box, which mine is broke permanently. I had one guy, he was going to fix it for me, and he shorted it out, screwed it all up. I told him just throw it in the trash. But anyway, you could get one of those up around Elkhart, Indiana from an Amish guy, and that's where I got mine. I know it's ironic, an Amish guy has a wiring box, a switch box for what we do, but yeah. And what I would do is go through Quality Drive Away and get the guy's address. I don't think he'll have a cell phone, but get the guy's address, and then you can swing by his barn, and he has all the attachments for drive away, for like lift gates. You know, he has the Elkhart pincher set up, or base plate, not base plate, hitch. I call it all kinds of shit, man. I don't even know. But anyway, he doesn't have one like this. I really like mine. But anyway, I just wanted to make this a quick little video. I wasn't trying to make a long one. I'll show you this truck real quick. So on this truck, anytime you ever get a truck and it has a chassis this short, it's a horrible bumpy ride. And then when you got these springs and air ride and stuff, it really doesn't work too well when you don't have anything setting on the frame, like a box or a utility bed, or you know, like a crane or something. Doesn't work too well. It's hard to video this truck because I have my placard and plates on this truck, and I don't want to put it on YouTube. But this is the inside. It's a 2019 Peterbilt. It's an automatic. And it's already trashed in here. I mean, this is exactly how I got it, other than my other stuff up here. But I wish that was my boat over there. So here's how I hooked to this truck. I hooked to the bottom rail because it's going to be the easiest. And I took my bolts and have them pushing up on the bottom, because when it does that, it leaves 2 little circles. So in total, it's going to leave 4 circles. And no one's going to complain about 4 circles on the bottom side of the frame, because they're not going to climb up underneath there and look. But on some brand new tractors, they will flip their shit out if they see little circles on their frame. So, I mean, a lot of these frames are exposed permanently, and you know, they don't want rust circles on their expensive truck. But I just played it safe, went down there on the bottom rail. I probably could have went on the top, but I did have this ghetto board and light set up that's totally custom. Did have that up there, so I instantly looked at it and I'm like, oh yeah, bottom rail. And then that's how I did it. And then I always run 2 chains, and I ran them through the frame like that. So like if anything ever happened, it would suck into this back frame and start moving my vehicle around strangely, and I would instantly notice. So, and I always try to run the chain through the frame somehow. I could have ran it up over the frame, but it would have scratched the frame eventually. I'm running this truck about 1,200 miles, going from Oklahoma City to somewhere in Florida. Well, that's the bell, guys. It's time. Time for me to get back to work. So, I hope you guys get out there and make some damn money.